What up? My name is Mateo. I'm now just getting into the enduro scene. I've been riding giant bicycles for a long time, and started off with my giant XTC and giant Talon. Went to live for my mom, live for my sister, to a giant road bike. My newest pickup was my 2019 Giant Rain SX. This one right here. I went to go buy it and I was looking online at reviews and I couldn't find any reviews online for this exact bike. So what I did for that was, I just said, forget it, and I purchased it myself. So just a quick rundown on the parts that it has. It has a DVO Onyx SC fork in the front. It's 180 millimeters of travel. So far, after a couple rides on the fork, I love it to death. All that travel is nice. It's a little soft on pedaling and eats up a lot of your power going up the hills. It comes with 27.5 wheels with a 2.5 tire in the front, 2.4 in the rear. They're Maxxis Minion DHFs, and I believe it's 32 count spoke and stock Giant hubs. The wheels are Giant's AM, which is their Enduro series, aluminum wheels. It's pretty stiff, an aluminum wheel, I have to say. It comes with it's optional for a 15 or 20 millimeter axle in the front, and it's a 15 mil in the rear. A 203 rotor in the front and a 203 in the rear. It's serving pretty well. It comes, and that's at the start of the bike. Jumping into the cockpit, it has SRAM code brakes. It comes with the stock Giant lever for the dropper C-post, which is, it's alright, but I kind of wish it was more of a lever instead of putting my finger on top of the bar and pushing down. It comes with 800 millimeter wide bars, which for some people that's way too long, but with this bike, the wider bars and shorter stem, I believe it's like a 35 millimeter stem, allows you to have a little bit more control over the trails and have the bike right with you at all times. It comes with NX Eagle, has an NX Eagle shifter and another code brakes. It comes with these stock Giant grips, which are okay. After a while, they start slipping around, so that'll probably be the next thing I get is new grips. Back to the frame, it's an aluminum frame, and it has this one's tan. This is the one, and it's almost like a sand dish. If you've ever seen like a light tan FJ, it's FJ Cruiser. It's about the same color as that. It's really nice. It's not that bad on weight. It's 34.1 pounds for a large frame, and everything on it. Code brakes on the back also. The coil that it had, which I was really looking forward to with the coil because it soaks up a lot of the smaller bumps compared to an air, and also I can switch out the weights of it. Right now it came with a 425, so this bike's designed for a heavier rider, but I'm only 160, so it's perfectly stiff enough for me, but when I start hitting big jumps and whatnot, it soaks it up perfectly. It's the Jade coil, DVO Jade coil. It's both the fork and the coil are very expensive by themselves. And then the next thing is it comes with these Truvativ cranks. They're pretty beefy for a crank. I'm so used to cross-country cranks, which are a little longer, a little thinner, a little lighter. That as soon as I got my enduro cranks, it was, oh, this is another level. It's a little bit more beefy. I put my own XTR pedals on there. They're my XTR race pedals, so they're not exactly enduro pedals. And it comes with this really cool MRP, I don't even know what it's called, but it blocks like if you were ever to hit something on your bottom bracket, it blocks the chainring from hitting it blocks that object from hitting the chainring, my bad. It comes with a 32 on the front, which is optional to change. Personally, I like the 32. I may put a bigger on there because NX Eagle is not 1050, it's 1150. So you get down to the bottom gear, it's nice, but once you want that more power, you kind of feel it a little bit. You're kind of spinning out. Like I said, NX Eagle, rear derailleurs, and cassette is NX Eagle. The dropper seat post is Giant's dropper seat post. It's nice. It functions very well. Only thing I wish is that it was a longer seat post. I think it's about like a 125 or so. I wish it was more like a 175 or so. So it dropped more. Because as I drop this one, it drops only right there. Whether other seat posts will drop to about right here. The seat is comfortable. It's the Giant Contact. It's pretty comfortable. It looks sleek. And then it's the same wheel on the back. This bike is pretty dialed. The compression on it, I really enjoy it. Every time my friends are with me, I tend to just, hey, look what I can do. I can drop my bike and it just sits. You know, compared to my cross-country bike that I used to have, I used to drop it and it'd be like ding, 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 ding. The back one would bounce a lot. This one, for instance, let me back it up a little bit so you can see the full picture. I can just drop it, just sits. Drop it like this, it just sits. Yeah, it's doing me well. I will catch you up on the next video, which will be at an enduro race next weekend, Flat Rock. All right, catch you then.